Hello and welcome to today's video, and in this one I'll be covering some of the highest rated comments that you guys have liked and want to know more about, with some additional videos that you guys have brought to light. So what I'll be doing is going through the comments with the most likes and answering any questions along the way. So again, within this video, if you have any questions that you want me answering or want to see me make some type of video, then make sure you leave your comment down below and like other people's comments that you want me to talk about. Now without further ado, let's move on to the first comment. Can you please discuss your favourite or strongest Titan patronages in a future video? This could be done as a dedicated video, but I don't see it taking too long for us to do, so let's just answer it here. And do bear in mind that these are fairly low levels and will improve over time. I would have to say that the best patronage by far is going to be Vampirism, and I think everyone should be using this one when they do get the chance. The next patronage will be Power, and that's because the first 7 seconds of battle can be extremely crucial to winning a fight. Whether you're using an Ancient Wisdom wand with really high spell power, or have a Dragonborn in your team and you're using the Curse Ranger Alliance for even more damage in the early rounds, making the Power patronage the second best for most players. Now the third and final patronage will depend on your team. Passive defense is going to be useful if you need your whole team to stay alive, but if you focus your mages over anyone else, then Invisible Scales is going to be a great alternative. And if you're in the business of destroying your enemies as quickly as possible, then the third patronage of All Consuming Flames will be a better choice for you, and that's because of the reduction in healing for the first few seconds. So as you can see, the third patronage is normally down to personal preference on what you want your team to thrive in, but I find that Vampirism and Power are the best ones out there and should be used in everyone's squads right now. The next question, can you talk about the new Titan armor in the Colosseum? Now this question is a great question, considering this is something fairly new considering for how long Hustle Castle's been out for and what it means for most players. These items in the store should be considered very similar to the items that you can buy from the arena. I would rate them slightly higher than even the best items in the arena, but not as good as event items, especially depending on a few factors. Like, is it even a good event, or do these items even suit your current squad? But normally these items from the Colosseum will be an upgrade over your normal items, especially once you consider what they'll be like after you've made them into an ancient item if you're Throne Room 11. Next we have this one, can you talk about expeditions? With this one, I actually planned on making this video nearly 6 months ago now, but from what I could tell, a lot of people didn't like doing expeditions, and I could certainly see the reasons why. I'm still planning on doing a video guide on that particular subject, and especially since this comment has quite a few likes, it looks like there are quite a few of you out there that actually want to see me make a video on this, so I will be keeping that in mind. Also, I will point out that my next video will be on a squad review, so make sure to leave your in-game ID down below and what area of the game you want to improve in to have your chance of your squad being reviewed. And get subscribed so you don't miss out on the notification in case your squad was the one to be featured. Anyways, back to the Q&A, and there's only a couple more left I wanted to bring up, and this next one is going to be quite a long one. I've just recently come back to the game and I'm Throne Room 8. I've upgraded all of my rooms and defences for my castle, and I do have a couple of questions. Number 1, how do you know when it's time to go up to the next Throne Room level? Number 2, is there a guide, or do you plan to create a guide one day on which elixirs are best for which type of fighter? Number 3, is it necessary to go up to Throne Room 11 eventually, or can you still enjoy the complete Hustle Castle experience at Throne Room 9 and 10? So firstly, when do you know when it is time to level up your Throne Room level? Well, this will depend for everyone. I have always stated it is a bad time rushing your way up to Throne Room level 11, and I would always recommend staying at each Throne Room level for at least 1 to 2 months. But let's say you're in this person's position and your castle is pretty much maxed out, should you upgrade your Throne Room? Well, this will depend on what you want to achieve in the game. Yes, you could stay at your current level and keep improving your fighters until you become one of the best at your given Throne Room level, but this could take months if not a whole year to achieve. The other option would be more useful if you wanted to help out your clan with clan bosses, Titan waypoints, and even in expeditions in being the strongest fighter there, or even just keeping up with your friends and not getting left behind. Upgrading can always feel like a double-edged sword. Yes, you could upgrade to Throne Room level 9 to unlock your hero, but even your arenas will be filled with Throne Room 11s that are abusing the system. Yes, you can go all the way to Throne Room 11, but then as soon as you start making sets, you could be facing 6-piece sets, and you're going to be at a huge disadvantage. So it all depends what you want to get from the game. Do you want to be the best player in the game, or at least in your clan? Or do you want to stay where you're at and be the best at your given Throne Room level? With the other 2 questions, I'll make them shorter than this one. Now to do with elixirs, I haven't planned on doing a full video on this as I find it would be a very quick video, but if you wanted to see me make this, then make sure to leave a comment down below. Moving on to their third question, do you need to go all the way up to throne room 11 to get the full experience? I would say yes for the full experience, but that's only if you want to build ancient sets and have a really powerful squad. But if you don't care too much for titans, ancient sets or even heroes, then I would think the best throne room to be at would be throne room 8, and that's because you can still work on your gems in the background in case you do level up later, as gems can take a really long time to improve, so throne room 8 will be a good place to stay. We now only have one final question of today, and that will be this one. How do players save up so many gems? I get a maximum 50 a day because, well, there aren't a lot of ways to get it. When the portal opens, I always try to get at least 250, but that isn't getting me close to thousands of gems. Well, this will depend on a few things. If you see YouTubers like myself, we do get given gems from time to time to make unique videos, like when I spent 50,000 gems on the donkey, and if you want to see that, I'll leave that at the end of the video for you. But if it comes to saving a few thousand, I would say you're doing the right thing, but you should be earning a little more than 250 from the portal if you have a good enough squad and are using the Banner of Souls flag to gain those extra souls. So I hope you've enjoyed this video enough to give it a like to show me that you have enjoyed it, and again leave your comments down below on what you would like to know about, and tell your friends about this video that play Hustle Castle so we can get even more interesting comments for the next one. And as always, I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day, and here's my latest squad review if you wanted to see what those videos were like.